With just weeks to go in a fall semester, some University of Mississippi parents say they believe efforts to curb the spread of COVID-19 is impacting the quality of education. In part two of a special report, our Allie Martin has more from an Ole Miss alumnus and a spokesperson from the university as parents, students, and faculty are preparing for next semester.
Ole Miss graduate Dr. Patrick Tucker is about to add another graduate to his family. His son is a senior this year. But the changing classroom instruction meant to reduce face-to-face instruction because of the pandemic has upset some parents and students. Tucker is part of a Facebook group called Keep Mississippi Universities Open.
This group of parents, we're not trying to tear down Ole Miss. We're trying to save our students and their academic integrity at the same time that we're trying to save Ole Miss. And we've had very little results in being able to get the administration, the IHL, or anybody else in power to do anything to make any changes to resolve this situation.
Tucker says as a medical doctor, he believes there's a good chance the limited number of face-to-face instruction, along with restrictions for on-campus activities, will have a detrimental effect on some students. That's why he's encouraging university leaders to have a different approach in the spring.
There is a way, especially since the CDC has documented how little problems students this age have, that there is a way to get these students involved with each other. There's a way to open classrooms for those instructors that feel comfortable doing that.
This week, the CDC updated their website when it comes to college-age young adults. The CDC posts that institutes of higher education settings may be a potential source of COVID-19 outbreaks because students are in close proximity for extended periods of time. Their updated guidance includes increased social distancing in classrooms and dining halls, and requirements for face masks and reducing the density of on-campus housing. Also this week, Chancellor Glenn Boyce sent a letter to Ole Miss parents. Chancellor Boyce said the university plans to offer more in-person courses this spring, along with expanding the number of places where classes can be held, including off-campus locations where social distancing guidelines can be followed.
To be clear, we want to be in person. I mean, that's why everybody came here, is to deliver a great education to our students in person.
Jim Zook is Chief Marketing and Communications Officer for Ole Miss. He says the university takes concerns of students and parents seriously. He also believes there has been some confusion about the terminology used to describe course formats.
We're taking some steps before students register for the spring semester to make sure that everybody's clear on what each format means and doesn't mean. There are some names that may be familiar. Online and remote, for example, sound similar, but they're delivered in different ways.
Registration for the spring semester starts next week. In his letter to parents, Chancellor Boyce also promised to make more on-campus space available for student groups and other organizations. Concerned Ole Miss parents and students say they'll be watching, and they hope the university keeps its promises, especially when it comes to more in-person classroom instruction. In Oxford, Allie Martin, WCBI News.
And the fall semester for Ole Miss students will wrap up right before Thanksgiving. For additional content related to the report, you can go to our website, WCBI.com.